I do declare it's time to get back into the swing of things. This little garden is coming along. If we can just stop the cats from digging up the plants. I don't mind if they dig in between the plants to poop, because that's just fertilizer, but I don't like it when they actually dig the plants out. But as soon as the plants establish like those ones have already and start growing like mad, it'll be okay. You gingerbreads, little ones, there's 4 identical ones coming out to come and say hello. Are you going to start coming to visit me as well, like Red Velvet does? You've been in the shed. You've been eating all the food that messed on the floor. Look at the size of your stomach. Oh my goodness. Have you been eating since this morning? Wow. You all ready to go out and graze? I think so. I think so. Oh, you got the loudest voice. Even louder than Betty, Freckles. Even louder than... Yes. What's that? The sheep don't really need this because they go out to graze, but they enjoy nibbling on this during the night. So because I put them back in the pen at night, so I've trained them. So as soon as I can't say those words, as soon as I shout out S-H-E-E-P, S-H-E-E-P, wherever they are on the farm, they come charging and they head straight back to this pen, because this is where they stay. This is where I feed them, and this is where they stay at night. So that's how I've trained them, and they are very good at doing that. So even if they walk off the farm, I've just got to shout those 2 words. Well, it's 1 word repeated twice, and they come running back. So this is just evening snack time as a little bonus, but they are out grazing at the moment. I have an audience here. Oh, they think they're all coming running now. They're thinking I might be coming to go to feed up here, but I'm not. I'm in the sheep's pen over here. So if you get sheep and you are wanting to train them, that is how you do it. You only ever feed them in the same pen where they are going to stay at night, and if it's raining, where they can get shelter. You don't feed them all over the farm. So they know that they associate this with this place, with me feeding them. And so, are you chewing the cud there, Blueberry? And so they will always come here when I say that magic word. And I say it with a certain tone of voice. And I won't shout it now because their hearing is unbelievable. But when I first trained them, I was shaking a bottle with corn in. I still have the bottle with corn. I don't need to do that anymore. I just say that word in my little high-pitched squeak voice. And wherever they are, they come running straight back to this pen. So that's how you train them. But they are out grazing now because I actually have lots of grazing on the farm. And especially the oak trees, which they absolutely love. You can see over here, they've eaten all the leaves off the lower hanging branches. Oak leaves are one of their favorites. Absolutely love this. Right, they'll get a surprise when they come back and see their favorite. and rolling the mud. So Red Velvet has started visiting Gingerbread's piglets and going to play with them. Hey, so you're not all alone. You're playing with the others. You're acting like the big sister. Because your mommy is Gingerbread's mommy. Yes, so she's your sister. Hey. So I picked up a few things today, but these oranges had fallen into the road and they were in the gutter. So I stopped the car, picked them up because the pigs will eat those. I got some red spray can for girls, blue one for boys, so that when the piglets go, it's easier to identify them. I do have the other marker that you just sort of, I won't say paint on. Yeah, you'd like smudge it on, but the problem is it stays on for maybe an hour and then it comes off. And I'm thinking this will last at least a few days. And then I'm wanting to put this on, I think either Ruby or Freckles. I don't know which one of them. I'll put the bell on. And then for those gates that I'm battling with the string, I've got some chain instead. The sheep do enjoy the lick, and this makes sure they get all their minerals, selenium, yeah, anything else they need in this special mineral lick. Ruby, are we going to put that on you, do you think? Your neck seems so thin. I don't know if it'll stay on. Might have to put on a small size. Hey, what do you think, Ruby? You want to wear the jewelry or Freckles? So the Dorper as a breed have been especially developed to live in very dry, arid conditions with not much grazing. So they don't want to be like with fields of green. And so in South Africa, they are in the Kalahari, which is a semi-desert and very arid. And that's what they have been bred to live in those conditions. So it's pretty cold, icy cold winters, very hot dry summers with very limited sparse grazing. So you will find they eat things that other sheep do not eat, and that's all part of the breed. So that's one reason why I wanted to get Dorpers over here, because we have lush grazing in winter, but in summer it's not quite like semi-desert conditions, but it is much drier than it is in winter. So yeah, isn't that so? Henry's just been scratching himself against the gate. He's only got a little bit of wool left on the top. And I've managed to find a shearer, so I've just got to see if they can come and shear the 3 sheep that need shearing, because the 5 Dorpers don't need shearing. But they know it's feeding time, so they are hanging around over here. While I'm talking to you, my little shadow is here with me, aren't you? Okay? For you here with me, with your very muddy face. I just love this pig. So I have my spray cans. I'm going to try and do the identifications of who's a boy, who's a girl, and the ones that are castrated over here, I will not do them. So I think I'll start with girls first. I don't know how good this is going to be. I'm probably going to get a fright from the noise. This one's a girl. There we go. She's got a red spot. So I have marked them all. There's 6 girls and 5 entire boys left. And the ones that aren't marked are castrated. So, yeah. I'm hoping this paint stays on. So I've got to tell you a little bit about the Spekboom, which is an absolutely magical plant that everybody should have in their garden or on their farm. So my Spekboom cuttings, which are doing well in these little yogurt cups, I've got some soil here and I've got some bigger pots. I'm going to transplant them now. So I have my pots filled with soil now to put in the Spekboom. My plan actually is, once I have enough plants propagated, I'm going to plant them all the way around the fence. Yeah, all the way around, so that I'll have a hedge around the property, which will also give some privacy. Spekboom has many health benefits. So if you crush the leaves, you can use it as a balm and antiseptic for sort of different skin ailments like blisters, sores. You can also, if you put it in your food processor, your blender, you can put that on sunburn, not the blender, the Spekboom leaves. You put that on sunburn, rashes, insect bites, all of those things. If you have mouth ulcers or a sore throat, you chew on Spekboom leaves and that'll heal that. Chewing on them a few times a day will also lower your high blood pressure. So there is that as well. They contain vitamin C, manganese, there's something else, selenium. I can't remember if there was iron as well, but they're very good for you. But it's very high in vitamin C. It tastes a little bit like the leaves taste a bit lemony, so it's a little bit citrusy, a little bit sour taste. You can have it in stews, in salads. So you can basically use it in stews like a bay leaf almost. Animals, of course, love to eat it. They use Spekboom in times of drought, because if you get lost and you are dehydrated and suffering from heat exhaustion, you just have to chew in a couple of Spekboom leaves and you will be feeling fine. So I just went to check. It's it contains, besides the vitamin C, it's manganese and magnesium, also cobalt and iodine and selenium. So it's got lots of benefits as a food for humans and for animals as well, because the leaves contain water and protein. So the spekboom has so many benefits. I actually had to write 2 pages of notes about them. So the spekboom, which is indigenous to South Africa, it can live for 200 years. It grows as tall as 5 meters, which is what makes it a great hedge. It's one of the best carbon sequestrators in the world, and it acts as a carbon sponge, so it even takes carbon monoxide out of the air and also removes other toxins. It's drought resistant, as it has the ability to open its stomata at night to prevent water loss during the day. It's also a favored plant for landscape restoration because its roots act to compact the soil to prevent it from being washed away. The soil, not the plant. And this allows the growth of other grasses. But this is something quite amazing. It's able, the leaves of the spekboom, it's able to store solar energy, so it can continue photosynthesis well into the night. It's easy to grow. You just break off a piece, dry it out for a couple of days, stick it in the ground, and you only give it water every few days initially and then once a week afterwards, because it doesn't like a lot of water. I've made that mistake as before, where I've given it, I thought, oh, instead of drying it out for a few days, I put it in water, and doesn't like that at all. So it actually, the adult plant can survive on a cup of water a year. Let me repeat that. A cup of water a year. So that's why it's drought resistant. But it can also adapt to rainforest conditions. So it will adapt. Other thing to note, it's not toxic for dogs. So if your dogs like eating the plants in your garden, my dog doesn't. My cats, on another, they just dig up plants for the hell of it. So it wants to be planted in a bright and sunny spot. And this plant actually talks to you, because if it thinks there's not enough sun, it'll start to drop its leaves. So that's how it communicates with you. And it also thrives in poor soil. So another thing which is good for us here in Portugal, in central Portugal, where we do get frost in winter, the large plants are frost resistant. So obviously when they're small, you're going to have to take care of them in winter when it's frosty. But when the plant gets bigger, it's frost resistant. And this, I think, is very important for Portugal. You can use it as a fire break because it is fire resistant. So that's why I'm going to put a hedge around my house with spekboom, because it is fire resistant and acts as a fire break. So hopefully you found this a little bit interesting, something a little bit different. Hey, I'm back on the path. So going to try and see if I can get it finished today. I don't know if that's possible, but I'm about to mix together my first lot of cement mix, 3 sand, 1 cement. Okay, so I've done up to just before where those bricks are out over there. So yeah, just cementing the things in, and it's sort of lunchtime now. It's getting quite hot, so the cement is, or the mortar is going off very quickly now. So I'm just gonna leave this and I'll do that last bit next time. But yeah, done. Probably 2 more meters, maybe a little bit more. Ooh, what do I have here? Right, so you can see this Allpowers power station. It comes in really well protected in the box. Got the warranty. Power cable. And here it is. You guys are so good. You are so good. Come on. Yes. Come, run, 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 run. Okay. Look at you. Oh, so good. Go inside. Inside, inside. Come on, move your bum. Move that bum. Right. Good. So this is the Allpowers R600. It's compact. It's not that heavy. It can be charged with solar and mains electricity. Red Velvet playing with one of Gingerbread's babies. She comes in to play with him. The R600 has a Bluetooth function as well, which you can use with an app that you can put on your phone. But in the meantime, I'm going to see if it'll work to make me a berry smoothie for breakfast. So you can see here, you can charge your phone with a USB port. It's also got the small one as well for, I don't know, takes iPhones. All right, so let's plug it in. Turn it on. Over there. You can see it's 99% charged. Put that on. myself a delicious smoothie, and yeah, I've still got 99% power. Yum. Swinging. So the Allpowers R600 could make my breakfast. Can it make my lunch of a toasted steak sandwich? Right, it's on. As you can see, the output is much higher than it was for the blender, so it is going down a bit faster, but it is, yeah, going to cook my toasted sandwich. Okay, so it went down to 74%, and I have toasted sandwiches. Brilliant. The R600 can come with a solar panel as well. So if you are wanting to be able to charge it by solar, if you are going out camping, you can get it as a combination with the solar panel. The solar panel comes in this really nice, very strong, like a carry bag case thing. Let's just open it up. It has this stand that you can pull out as well to let it stand up. And yep, it opens up. I'll set it up now outside so you can have a look. And at the back of this bag, you can see it's got all the fittings that you're going to need in here. Right. And you can see it is a 140 watt solar panel, and it's quite easy to use. You're just going to angle the panels towards sunlight in a vertical direction. So the solar panel also has this little box built in where you can plug in like your phone chargers, USB ports, etc. over here. So I have some very dirty dishcloths that I am wanting to wash. So I have now still on 74%. I've plugged this in. Let's see if this can operate the camping washing machine. I'm just going to have to make sure this doesn't fall off. I've got it balanced on my wall over here. I will be letting the water run out into this bed, which I don't know. I'm going to have to plant bigger plants in here, because when you plant smaller starts in, the cats seem to think that it's fun to lie on them and squash them. So I've got to make another plan with that. But yeah, still on. And if you can see, still on 74%. So this Costway, which you can get on Amazon, doesn't use that much power, eh? Right, so this has even gone through the spin cycle. It's not so wet, I have to say. Put that out to dry. And that whole wash took 20%. So I'm going to remove this piece of string and replace it with chain. Sheep are out grazing. Right, so I'm just coming to check water levels. The fence is still on. I can hear it ticking behind me. I did put some water in the wallow this morning, but it's been a really hot day, so I want to fill it up a bit more. But I want to check the level over here. Yeah, it's getting a bit low. Right, I have the Allpowers are 600. Just need to turn it on. And yep, 100%. Turn that button on. Turn the water pump on. And we're going to start filling that barrel. Sweetie Pie's waiting for the water. Water barrel's full. I'm going to move the hose now to fill up the wallow. Right, time to put the pump on again using the Allpowers S600. But I have a pig moving the hose out the way. Right, the wallow is filling up pretty rapidly. Cocoa Pop's having a swim. I reckon Sweetie Pie is going to follow her. Yeah. Mother and daughter. Right, she'll go back to eat. Right, look how fast the sheep's water is filling up. We're doing with the Allpowers, it has used 19% to fill up a barrel of that was nearly empty, to fill a wallow, and to do the sheep's water. So alas, with 8 sheep jumping on it, my chair hay feeder has fallen over. So I am going to, I've got some rope. I'm going to tie it to the tree, and hopefully that'll do the job. The chairs were rickety, that's why they were beyond repair, as you can see, but the actual frame is still good and strong. So what I'm going to do is, I've got it there, and if I tie it to those 2 trees, it should withstand sheep. Well, we'll see how long this lasts. It's tied up with rope. This is, I don't know, let's see, this part is coming undone, and yeah, but that part I don't know how long it'll hold, but the rest of the frame seems to be pretty secure. Hay is in the hay feeder, but I want to show you something cool. Sheep, sheep, sheep! Sheep, sheep, sheep! Sheep, sheep, sheep! stone fruit season, so I have pigs. Drums are filled with fruit, but I've taken out 10 different varieties. I think I've got three or four different varieties here, and I am going to turn them into a special peach slice, I think tomorrow probably. But exciting news, my first tomato, this green one, had fallen off, so yeah, but my first tomato, very exciting. Oh my goodness, I am so hot and sweaty, I desperately need a shower. That's it for today. Back on the swing of things, cooking up a storm again. I'm going to end up with a full freezer because I can't eat what I'm making. It's too much, but I do enjoy cooking and I do enjoy baking, and why stop what you enjoy doing just because it's only you to eat it? Anyway, in the meantime, stay sane, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next video.